Founded back in 2011 by the Archbishop Desmond and his wife Leah Tutu, the Desmond and Leah Tutu Legacy Foundation has for many years preserved the legacy of the global iconic couple. And in light of this, the foundation will host the second Laughs for the Arch Gala auction dinner and entertainment event in Cape Town tomorrow evening. All proceeds from the evening will be going towards supporting the impactful projects and programs championed by the organization. And so to tell us a little bit more, we are joined this morning virtually by Janet Jobson, Chief Executive Officer of the Desmond and Leah Tutu Legacy Foundation. Janet, good morning. Thank you for joining us on the SABC at this hour.
Good morning. So lovely to be with you.
So the Laughs for the Arch, it's in its second year and obviously supports the impactful work of the foundation, really ensuring that the foundation's sustainability is ensured, as well as the programs at large. How has the foundation continued to preserve the Archbishop's legacy, as well as Mum Leah, their legacies, their values at large?
Yeah, I mean, what our work basically is trying to do is both do sort of the memory work, so protecting with our sister organization, the Archbishop Tutu Intellectual Property Trust, protecting his personal archive, really doing the work into researching and exploring the impact of their lives, particularly his life while he was alive. But then we really want to take that legacy forward. And so we run education programs, leadership development programs, we run advocacy programs that are really about keeping the values of Ubuntu and compassion and joy at the heart of leadership, that are really about courage and building people's capacity to speak truth to power. And we really do that in the knowledge that the Arch's legacy was actually quite widespread. He was obviously an incredible icon in the struggle against apartheid, but he also took on almost every injustice. He was a massive climate change activist. He cared very deeply about the struggle against HIV. He was part of campaigning for sexual orientation to be recognized in our constitution, and so many more things. And so we really want to keep that incredible sort of iconic set of principles alive and functioning in our society through remembering his legacy and Mum Leah's, of course.
No, absolutely. And speaking about maintaining their legacy, upholding their values, and obviously what they stood for individually and as a couple. I mean, the Arch also loved to laugh, and he had a sense of humor. How does the Laughs for the Arch represent that side of him?
Yeah, well, we thought we couldn't, we needed to recognize the totality of his legacy. And he really was this iconic person who embodied joy and humor and really used humor as a tool for connecting across divides. So we thought, what better way to recognize him than to host an annual comedy evening? And we've been really, really happy. We hosted the pilot last year. We're relaunching this evening our new Laughs for the Arch. And it's just an opportunity for a community to come around that legacy, to enjoy some humor, and to contribute towards preserving and protecting his legacy for generations to come. So we're really, really excited. We've got two comedians this evening, Mark Lottering and Nick Rabinowitz. And Nick Rabinowitz in particular became quite notorious for his incredible impression of the Arch. So we're looking forward to some of that.
Well, guests are also going to have the opportunity to bid on artworks, collectibles, and also unique experiences. And obviously all those proceeds will be going to, supporting the impactful projects. Talk to us about what's on offer, the variety of works that's also going to be auctioned at large.
Yeah, we've got some incredible support from various donors who've given us items to auction. So we've got everything from just unbelievable art, some really up-and-coming artists, some very established artists. We've got incredible items like an Okapi bag, which is beautiful, experiences from the Mount Nelson, the Cape Grace, and then some really special items, very, very unique set of diamond earrings. And one of my favorites is a private performance by Zolani Mahola, which I think is going to be an incredible item this evening.
All right, so Janet, you've spoken about Mark Lottering and Nick Rabinowitz. They're going to be performing. Perhaps you could also speak about another significant, feat that measure that has been added. There's the bracelets. It's going to represent and become a symbol of unity and support for the foundation, its initiatives. Tell us a little bit more about that incorporation.
Yeah, so the Arch obviously really was a beacon of hope and light, and used Ubuntu as a fundamental philosophy in his way of life, and in how he spoke and galvanized us all for justice. And during his life, he actually, in the last couple of decades, wore a bracelet that just said Ubuntu. And so we thought, what better way of remembering him than to create a bracelet that people could buy to remember him and to remember the power of Ubuntu. And so we've developed with Relate bracelets, this beautiful Ubuntu bracelet, which is on sale at our exhibition in Cape Town, which we'll be launching this evening, and which we hope to build as a sort of a way that ordinary South Africans can remember the Arch and can keep that legacy and the power of Ubuntu close to their hearts.
Janet, as a parting shot, perhaps you could tell us about your personal favorite anecdote or story or memory that you have of the Arch as we conclude, or even Mum Leah.
I was thinking actually yesterday, so this is the 40th anniversary of the Arch winning the Nobel Peace Prize this year. And there's some wonderful interviews where he joked about himself that the only reason he was given it was that they needed to find a South African to give it to, and he had the easiest name. So I do love that one.
Well, it seems like plenty of laughs are in store. We're going to leave the conversation there for now. And thank you for sharing that memory. Thank you for sharing, the work of the foundation, perhaps also what we can expect ahead of, the event that's obviously happening, this fundraising event highlighted by Janet Jobson, who is the CEO of the Desmond and Leah Tutu Legacy Foundation. It's called Last for the Arch. There's a gala exhibition, it's a gala dinner, an exhibition. It's also got fundraising and entertainment galore. It's going to be held tomorrow evening in Cape Town. And obviously, as we know, the event is going to be celebrating the life and times of Archbishop Desmond Tutu and Mum Leah.